Hello, welcome back to the craft moment. Except today we aren't doing a craft really, we're doing more of a science experiment. But I promise it will be so beautiful that it will look like a piece of art. So you're gonna start out with an old towel because just in case your experiment drips, we don't want to ruin anybody's beautiful table. So set down an old towel and then you need 6 glasses. So I'm going to take these 3 and I'm going to fill them 2/3 of the way with regular water from the sink, but only 3 of them. The other 3 we're going to leave empty. Now we're going to make a circle with all 6 cups, leaving an empty cup in between each cup that has water. Now you're going to need some food coloring. You're going to need the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. So in 1 cup, I'm going to put some blue dye. It doesn't take very much, probably 2 or 3 drops. This one I'm going to do red, and this one I'll do yellow. Now those are starting to mix in, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice stir with my spoon just so that it's really all through the water. Now you need some paper towel. Okay, so I have those kind of paper towels that come in little pieces like this. So I use this size piece and then tore it in half. So if you have a bigger size, you could probably tear it down more. And then I'm gonna fold it in thirds until I have a strip like this. This paper towel is going to become like a bridge. And you're going to put one end in one side of the cup and the other end in the empty cup next to it. Okay, now you can already see that that blue water is starting to absorb into the paper towel. And that is the trick for this experiment. So you're going to need 6 of these folded paper towels. So this one goes in the empty cup and then into the red cup. And you're going to do that all the way around the circle. Every cup needs 2 paper towel bridges. Now I'm calling this experiment walking water. And this is going to remind us of how the goodness of God takes care of us and follows us wherever we go. God will lead you to those still waters like we've been talking about in Psalm 23, and His goodness and mercy will always be with you. All right, so we have our 6 paper towels in, and you can see it's already starting to absorb, but this isn't going to be finished for quite a while, so I'll be back later. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half since we started our walking water experiment. Let's take a look at what has happened. So the water from the 3 cups was carried to the cup on each side by the paper towel bridge. And as the water moved, it also carried the food coloring. So this primary color of blue carried the blue into this cup and to this cup. But then it mixed with the food coloring from the other cup next to it and made secondary colors. So you can see that we now have green and purple and orange down here. And that's just such a beautiful example of how colors mix together to create something else. It also shows us really clearly the capillary action in our paper towel, and that's the exact same thing that plants use to carry water up their stem. If you're interested in learning more about that, you can find a lot of information online. But I encourage you to try this experiment at home and see how it works for you. Thanks for coming to the craft moment.